We back with another video. Today we're going to be doing Warlock Wrestle Shaman. This is actually our 1950 push, except we didn't actually get 1950 with this guy. We went from 1800 to 1930 about before we ended up at like 2080, 2200 MR. It was pretty like hectic, facing outlaw rogues and people that just had doubled my gear at the time because I'm in 1800 gear. We ended up getting this W, so as you can see my shift 2 is a curse, which makes their cast times like super long. It's pretty crazy. Every caster you should put it on the side, you can see the rogues opening. He's playing the one shot build, which we already knew. So it kind of sucks because especially when we're a really bad comp here, like Wrestle Shaman Lock isn't the best comp. He swaps here, which is really bad. That's the one cooldown he needs whenever the rogue clicks his one shot. As you can see, we fake cast him here. We're putting the curse on the priest always. You always want to have that curse up. And what the curse does is now whenever he tries to cast, what'll happen is basically it's gonna be really slow, so he ends up cloaking on top of Dome, which is really good for us. So I'm just gonna target the priest. We end up killing these guys in a really weird way. I fake cast them again, as you can see here, so that's double. So theoretically, yeah, these guys should easily win with playing this build. It's just a really broken build. As you can see, I'm almost dying through no cooldowns at all. He hasn't clicked a single cooldown, and he's doing 2 times my damage. That just shows you how powerful gear is nowadays. So I'm in 1800 gear. He's probably in like 2100 gear, I assume, or at least like full 1950, which is a huge bracket. I'm not even 1950 gear, and it's so hard to gear nowadays. But as you can see, we recurse him. He doesn't vendetta. I hit the wall here because if I don't, then I'm just gonna die to air. Even with it doesn't really matter if he doesn't have CC or not. So as you can see, they're both dying, and you'll see here in a second how we get this like insane kill. Um, we're playing at the back, so he can't LOS. As you can see, he just one taps my guy before I can even help him. Like I tried to appeal for him, but it was not gonna happen. I should have saved my son, maybe. Maybe I could have saved him. But as you can see, he kidneys him, and look how fast he dies. And 1, 2, 3. So before I could get my fear off, he was just dead, and it was like so much of an overkill. I knew I could still win even without cooldowns. As you can see, I still have my last burst rotation, and we still have full bleeds on everybody. So I'm kind of just healing myself, saving those cooldowns. He doesn't have kick for my soul rot. I end up kicking him, and that's what he just ends up standing here. So they're both just dying, and as you can see, we ended up taking them both out. So as soon as they got done killing my shaman, they should have instantly LOS and just won the game. But thankfully, they kept trying to PvE, and we got the W. These guys, we actually just did the same thing. We just PvE'd them down. Um, they didn't really have much of a chance. I'm running the trap pet, which basically means it's the goblin dude that if you just his power basically takes off one curse, and if you're facing a hunter, you always want to be rocking it. So as you can see, he's gonna trap. He actually grounds the trap. I think this goes, so he's really good. Now I am only gonna be playing rogue from now on, so on my streams and all that, we're just gonna be playing a bunch of rogues. I'm gonna be doing outlaw, assassination. We're still gonna have my main rogue for viewer twos and all that, but I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna spam threes. I'm basically gonna be doing what Crusader does, but in rogues because it's just way more entertaining for the stream, and it's really hard to grow when you're trying to multi-class without actually having a viewership. So we're just gonna focus on rogue, get as good as we can. Eventually, hopefully, get rank 1. So as you can see, he traps, we get it instantly. So by the time he has trap, we have our button. So if he doesn't stun on his trap, then we get it every time, unless they do a strat where they double curse and then it's RNG. I don't know what other curses there or whatever, or it removes whatever it's called. I don't even know. I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie about that one. But yeah, this guy's a 2-day old 60 character, so he has about 2 days and 3 hours played at level 60. So, and I'm already 1950. So as you can see, lock in general, it was easy. I didn't need any XP, and I destroyed almost everything. Anything with my gear didn't have a chance. They'd usually have to be double my gear, and then they would still almost lose. So as you can see, I try to fear here. I don't get it off. I probably should have used my curse on him. I think I might have, but I don't think I did. So I should have used my curse as soon as he started casting, and it would have made it longer. But unfortunately, I don't. It's not a really big deal. I actually love blading everything, even the pets. So as you can see, he's trying to drink. At that point, it doesn't really matter that much. As you can see, he's trapped, and I don't even notice because I'm just pumping. Like I don't even care about the trap. As you can see, he hasn't done any damage to me. He mind games here, not a big deal. And I usually forget that I'm not running the kick pet because I'll usually sometimes use my goblin dude to just randomly kick, which is like irritating, but it is what it is. I don't know, in Dragonflight I might multi-class, but I doubt it, depending on what you guys want to see. But as you can see, we're kind of just bleeding everything. We double soul rot. We're kind of just killing, and we're keeping that curse up on the priest. And what that does is basically his cast times are just super long. He can't really do much. As you can see, I get his trap again instantly with my Z. He kicks here, and there's not much he can do at this point. He's kind of just toast driven. And as you can see, he dies. So these guys got completely destroyed. It was not even a contest, and it was a GG at that point. Same thing. We faced actually 400s in a row, beat every hunter like by a mile. So as you can see, this is another game. This was like a little bit into the game. This was like 1 DR into the game that they were just lining on their cities. So this MM was actually really bad, not gonna lie. He played really awful. If you're ever gonna play MM, don't play with a disc priest because then you're not gonna have any stuns. So now so they didn't have one stun the entire game. That's the reason he was playing bad, is because he doesn't have an actual stun. So what that doesn't allow him to do is he can't stun do anything. So as you can see, he uses feign death without me soul rotting. So he should have waited for my Sora and then feign death, and then he would have feigned death already. Even though you would have took a little bit of damage, it wouldn't have mattered that much. As you can see, I double fear here before he knocks me. He trinkets here, we get another incap. I Sora, and as you can see, he just dies instantly. I just trinket the incap, and it's a GG for him. So another easy win. Not much they can do really, especially when you're playing with a disc priest and not like a rusted druid or something. This is the same guy. Um, I think we won twice and they won once. I'm pretty sure. Unless they win this game, they might have won this game. I might just put it in there. But as you can see, I'm peeling every kidney I'm gonna fear. So you don't just want to fear off DR. Because like let's say I feared and then it's DR now and then he kidneys now, then I have nothing to peel. So when you're facing any type of rogues or any type of like a Windwalker, you want to save that fear. Like if it's a Windwalker and you know they don't have sun, then it's fine. But you usually want to save your fears for either peeling or when they don't have cooldowns. Because obviously, if I were to start fearing right now and he were to kidney my teammate, my shaman has nothing. So I'm telling him to AFK until he has trinket because I know the rogue's gonna one tap him. So the rogue doesn't have vendetta yet, but it's coming up. I don't know if I think he gets one tapped here and we lose. I'm pretty sure we lose this game. This just shows you different. I get the eyeball. Hopefully, I think I fear before he gets it. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if they win this game. I'm not too sure. He pre-walls. Yeah, so we end up losing this game, I'm pretty sure. So he walled and the rogue almost kills him. So he almost dies through wall. So this is with nothing, by the way. This is normal cooldowns. It's the entire one-shot build. And he's getting 100 to like 40 through wall. So that sucks. And then I don't know if we win this game. I don't remember. We might win right here. Let's see what happens. So as you can see, I double soul right here, and we actually just start pumping him. So he actually ends up cloaking air. So that's pretty good for us. Let's see what happens. So as you can see, we're bleeding. We're keeping that curse up, and I think he dies right here. He gets kidneyed and then one tap. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds gets one tapped. And as you can see, they know what to do this time. They just run, and it was GG. So the build's really broken, especially the Necro version where you're getting a lot of consistent damage. It doesn't really take much skill to play it. Obviously, you just click your macro and you basically just win the game. But these guys did really well overall. Outlaw Rogues are one of the most toxic comps I've played on my lock yet. It's just it was impossible to beat any gear Outlaw Rogue as a Warlock. Like they do so much damage. Like I didn't think they did that much damage. Like because obviously I haven't really played a caster like ever. So I wasn't really seeing the point of view of what they are, and Jesus. By the time I get off one cast, this guy is pumping, and as you see, I'm pumping them still, and this is without gear. So if I had 1950 gear at the moment full, it would have been probably a blowout game. Yeah, for sure, Locke can still beat Outlaw Rogues by 100%. There's no means. Mike actually used double, so we end up using way too many cooldowns there. End up using Swap, Trinket, every cooldown, which is really bad. But thankfully, I put my port inside here. So before he can do anything to me on kick, I'm gonna run. I don't want to stack on the Blade Fury. I start pumping here. And this is, I think, where we kill him, and there's not much they can do. But let me know if you guys just want to watch me play Rogue and all that good stuff. If you guys want to see me multi-class in Dragonflight, we'll see what's goody. But in the meantime, I think I'm just going to be playing Rogue and learning more and just playing Rogue and having that content out there. Since a lot of people join the old streamer roonies and stuff. So, as you can see, we just kill him here. He almost survives, actually. I ended up almost trinketing the ink cap, but I knew he was going to instantly kidney me out of this, so I instantly got out of that. I kick his penance. I use my curse again, and as you can see, I think he just dies here. As you can see, we get cloak here, so we force cloak. He's actually just solo healing this, which is pretty crazy. Even through the curse, as you can see, we do our old big dam and unhealable dam. Not much you can do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to see more rogue and all that good stuff. But I think I'm just gonna say multi-classing for Dragonflight if that's the case. If everyone enjoys me watching, rogue in general, I'll just play rogue. But